The administrative division of Novgorod Republic is not definitely known. The country was divided into several tysyachas and volosts. The city of Novgorod with its vicinity, as well as a few other towns, were not part of any of those. Pskov achieved an autonomy from Novgorod in the 13th century. Its independence was confirmed by the Treaty of Bolotovo in 1348. After the fall of the Republic, Novgorod Land, as part of Russia, consisted of 5 pyatinas that were further divided into uyezds and pogosts. This division was replaced only in the beginning of 18th century when Peter I introduced gubernias. Novgorod Republic, core, northwestern Russia, the lands near Ilmen Lake, Volkhov River, Ladoga Lake and Gulf of Finland, often referred to as Novgorod Volost in chronicles, formed the core of the state. The assumptions of the internal structure of independent Novgorod are mostly based on the list of the builders of the Great Bridge over Volkhov and the 1471 treaty between Novgorod and Casimir IV of Poland. The former lists 10 parts of Novgorod itself and 9 other entities. According to Burov, these were tysyachas that, together with the capital made Tiamat mentioned in the 1471 treaty. Below is the list of tysyachas and their approximate locations. Zhovskaya, to the southwest of Novgorod, near modern Novoshev. Bezychka, to the east of Novgorod, with the town of Bezaysk. Vokskaya, in Angria. Obonaskaya, the southwestern shore of Ladoga Lake and near Onega Lake. Laskaya, to the west of Novgorod, west of Luga River. Lopskaya, the southern shore of Ladoga Lake and possibly territories to the north and west of the lake. Povolkovskaya, in the lower reaches of Volkhov River, around the town of Stara Ladoga. Yazalvikskaya, to the southeast of Novgorod. Nyaza, to the south of Novgorod, with the center in Stara Rossa, the second most important town in the country. Novgorod with its vicinity belonged to a separate territorial unit. Other important towns were Porkov, Koporyama, Orshak and Karela. Most of the towns were in the more economically developed western part of the country. In other parts only Ryadki existed and there were no town-like settlements at all. Several towns were also not part of any tysyacha as they were owned jointly by Novgorod and one of the neighboring states. Velikia Luki were owned jointly by Novgorod and Smolensk Principality and later by Novgorod and Lithuania. Volokolamsk and Torzhok were owned by Novgorod and Vladimir Suzdal Principality that became part of Muscovy. Volosts' vast lands to the east that were being colonized by Novgorod or just paid tribute to it were divided into volosts. Some of those volosts were Zavolikai in the basins of northern Dvina and Onega. Its name means beyond the portages, meaning the portages between the river systems of Volga and those rivers. It was inhabited mainly by various Finno-Ugric peoples, although many Slavs also migrated there in 13th century escaping Mongol invasions. In the basins of Vychegda and Upper Kama. Pekra, in the basin of the eponymous river west of the Ural Mountains. Ugra, to the east of Ural Mountains. Tret, in the Kola Peninsula. Kolo, in the Kola Peninsula. Pskov. After the disintegration of Kievan Rus in the 12th century, the city of Pskov with its surrounding territories along the Velika Yar River, Lake Peipus, Skovskoy Lake and Nava River became a part of the Novgorod Republic. It kept its special autonomous rights, including the right for independent construction of suburbs. Due to Pskov's leading role in the struggle against the Livonian Macedonian order, its influence spread significantly. The long reign of Domantas and especially his victory in the Battle of Rakova ushered in the period of Pskov's actual independence. The Novgorod boyars formally recognized Pskov's independence in the Treaty of Bolotovo, relinquishing the right to appoint the Posudniks of Pskov. The city of Pskov remained dependent on Novgorod only in ecclesiastical matters until 1589, when a separate bishopric of Pskov was created and the archbishops of Novgorod dropped Pskov from the title and were created archbishops of Novgorod the Great and Veliki Luki, pyatinas. After the conquest of Novgorod Land by Muscovy, it was divided into 5 pyatinas. Shelonskaya, from Shelon River, was located between Lovot and Luga rivers to the west and southwest of Novgorod. Vodskaya was located between Luga and Volkhov rivers, to the north of Novgorod and on the shores of Ladoga Lake. Obernskaya, from the Onega Lake, was the biggest pyatina of all. It was located to the northeast of Novgorod on the shores of White Sea, Ladoga and Onega Lakes. Bezhetskaya, to the east of the capital. Derevskaya, between Msda and Lovot rivers, to the southeast of Novgorod.